Good morning everybody. Today myself, Atty and Star are all moving back up to university to get settled ahead of my final year of study, which, can we just pause for a second? If anybody has been around since I first moved to university in September of 2021, not sure if anyone was around then, but if you're watching now and you were here then, can we just agree collectively that not enough time has passed to warrant me being a final year student? That is very, very scary how quickly time goes by. But yeah, big final year, no pressure. And I thought I would just whack out the camera today and film, because a lot of my content this year has been aimed at kind of action-based, exciting, shorter, snappier vlogs. I enjoy making that, I think you guys enjoy seeing it, but I know some people enjoy a little bit more chit-chat, and I thought why not use this as an opportunity to kind of give you some life updates, talk about what's going on in more detail than I have in recent vlogs. Look at this, these stables are empty. Bare. Very, very sad times. And because we like to be ridiculously busy at all times, as well as moving back to university today, Star is actually off to Osberton in 5 days for his first ever international competition. There is so much to look forward to next week. Obviously that will be its whole own vlog, but yeah, I'm really, really buzzing about that. I cannot wait to see how he kind of finds it. In the absence of my traditional kind of like prep vlog ahead of a big event, I thought maybe I would also bung his last jump before Osberton into this vlog so that you're kind of all up to date. So that is the plan. I've got a lot of stuff to pack, so let's do that. As somebody who's going into my final year of university, the number one question that appears to have cropped up in increasing frequencies, and I know it's just going to become more and more common, is so what happens next? And I never realised how much that question can kind of throw you through a loop when you don't know. It's the question of the moment, isn't it, Star? What's happening next? Ooh. And the honest answer is I don't know. I understand why people, obviously in my personal life and people who follow me online, want to know. I always had one plan, I can tell you that quite confidently, that the idea was that I maybe might go down the law route, become a lawyer. Just felt like a kind of natural progression from the history degree, and that I've moved away from that idea in the last few months. I absolutely love what I do, like here on YouTube, on Instagram, sort of content creation. Obviously I am under no illusion that I can do that full-time for myself because it's not going to pay the bills, but if I could stay slightly closer to that kind of remit with either like content creation for a brand or in the more like broadcasting kind of industry, I'm not ready to say goodbye to the sort of horsey world, is kind of where I'm at. So I feel like obviously a lot of questions, especially about what's going to happen to my wonderful 2 boys over the next few months, and the honest answer is that right now I can't answer them beyond the next year. I don't really know what my life looks like. Early 20s can be a daunting time, but as always, as I discover these things and figure them out, you will be kept in the loop. How long exactly?
Oh, hang on, he was giving me a kiss. 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't stop kissing the horse. Disgusting.
Why is it disgusting?
I'm actually going to see him on Tuesday anyway.
Are you actually getting emotional? Right, Dad has set off in the lorry and he's actually never been to the uni yard before, it's like famously difficult to find, so let's see how he copes with that. The lorry is speed restricted to 56 miles an hour, so I usually have about 20 minutes, half an hour, like on the lorry basically, so I'm going to set off now and try and get a coffee on the way. Coffee secured. Unfortunately, I fear we have returned to hot coffee season with the weather, but I've got a hot white mocha and also some chocolate, very, very healthy. And I think in stopping I've managed to avoid a bunch of traffic that my dad's gonna have got like stuck in, so feeling pretty smug about that. Hello. You've grown so much. Well, that was rather the journey from hell, but we've survived it. We are back at the uni yard and Atty looks very impressed. I thought I'd actually take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the main man, because at the end of my West Walks vlog I said that we didn't have anything else entered, but after all that extra fitness I really wanted to do something with him, and I've had a couple of questions about what I might do with him, and the reality is I actually haven't entered anything. I'm sat on the fence about whether to run him at Bigton. I told myself I wasn't going to go back to Bigton this year because it was so much fun last year, but it was wet, it was muddy, it clashes with kind of some of my first uni deadlines. I just wasn't really, I told myself no. Also, it would be hard to top last year. Last year was amazing in terms of results and Star's outcome. However, Atty has been a victim of missed runs this year due to the weather, cancellations, I think our lorry broke down once, so he's not run anywhere near as much as I want him to, and he feels fantastic at the moment, so I'm sitting on it. By the time this vlog goes out, I'll probably know, because the ballot date is only like 3 days away, but he might go to Bigton, he might not, but I'm a bit of a wuss with the wet ground, so still deciding. It's up in the air. Watch this space. Right, boys are all settled in and I feel like it's been a really long day, that traffic. I didn't actually think I said on the vlog, I did get stuck in it in the end. I tried to avoid it and got stuck in more traffic. So joke's on me, but I'm gonna head back to the new flat now. I thought I'd kind of bring you along and at some point show you, because I haven't really been that good at showing you the uni side of stuff before, which I feel like you might be interested in, you might not be. So I'm going to take you back, show you that, and then we'll cut to whenever Star has his final jump, which will probably be in a couple of days' time. I'm here with Star, about to have our final jump ahead of Osberton. He has absolutely no idea what he's in for. He's about to be going to a 5-day stay away show, or that he's about to be an international horse, hopefully. Look at that. Anyway, going to set up a grid in the school and pop down it. I've obviously never been in this situation with Star, like ahead of an international event, but with Atty the goal is always to get him jumping up. So I like a grid because I don't have to think too much about my striding, and it's a good test, a good confidence giving test. And that's something I think Star will take a lot away from. He needs to be super confident before going to an event like this, because I think the atmosphere might be a bit nerve-wracking for him. So that's the aim, hopefully have a little bit of fun. And he loves his jumping, so it's gonna be good. It's a hard life being a little baby.
One, there you go. That's your shot. Lovely. There, lovely. Oh, good. That's nice. Should we level it up to 105?
Just like that, we've had our last jump ahead of Osberton. He was really good. It's actually given me a lot of confidence going into it, but I can't quite believe I'm saying this. Next time we leave the ground will be 1 star cross country, which honestly, the fact that we've even got here in itself, this time sort of like last year, 18 months ago when Star was going through all his rehab, would have been crazy to think about. So I'm really, really excited to give it a good shot. You know I'm going to vlog it all, document it all as it happens over Instagram stories, and we will see how it goes. Wish us luck and see you in the next one. Bye!